Okay, first thing I gotta do before I build the production unit is obviously build the concrete, which I need to build the production unit, so that's gonna go right here. Lastly, sneak peek. Let's see how big. This is, and if it fits in my original location. Looks like it does fit in my original location. That's good to see. I might have to maybe push it a little bit to the right, like this, but otherwise it fits. The belts do go directly towards a wall though, so I might have to put it over, but I'll figure that part out later. For now, again, let's focus on building this concrete, which will eat up my stone. And again, using up stone, first of all, we have a byproduct of stone, so that's good that if we're eating up stone, but it also produces fuel for our factory because it releases the kerogen from the stone kerogen mix, which increases our power. So that's a pretty cool byproduct. Using stone increases the power in my base. Okay, I've gone ahead and connected the inputs and outputs. So the coke, I've modified the belts over here. It's kind of weird having the ash flow downwards in case I need ash in the future, but if I ever need ash in the future, that'll be my problem for then. So here I go. This is mainly bare because I'm missing a lot of the concrete. Oh, and I'm actually also missing a lot of the, what's it called, coal gravel. So actually, let me finish the decoration first, except for the concrete, because obviously this is the place to make concrete. And oh, I forgot to plug in the water as well. But after that, I'll go ahead and plug it in and we can see it run. And here we go. Let's go ahead and see it make our first bits of concrete. Oh, I forgot the water. Okay, I got the water and now we are ready to see it plug in for the first time. And there we go. There are our first bits of concrete being made. We can pick this up. They'll immediately put it back down immediately. We can see, obviously, our biggest bottleneck is coke. I say that, but it actually seems like we're stockpiled well on coke. We have our limestone producing at maximum. So, yeah, I guess everything is working to max. I'll let this run for a while, build up the concrete, but otherwise, let me go ahead and start building our military. Alright, so I think right here would be good. Again, there are cliffs right here. Hopefully the underground belts can jump them though. I kind of YOLO'd it by not checking ahead of time, but it should be fine. Ooh, this is kind of a big oof, because my belts will prevent the glassworks from being able to expand. And I did want that to be expandable. Maybe I can expand it to the left if I need to for now. Yeah, I'll just expand it to the left if I need it to for now. And if I need to remake it, then I guess, oops, you know. Okay, and it looks like everything was able to jump over the gap just fine. So I'll go ahead and finish building what I can, decorating it, and then figuring out this mess of an input block. All right, let's see how much the concrete is built up now. 41, and it's used instantly. Love it. I guess while you're here, once we have the magazine production done, I'll have to reverse the magazines. Yeah, I have to reverse the magazine belt that was coming all this way. Also figure out, now that I'm making shotgun turrets, how I want to incorporate it. Again, I do want to incorporate it, and I am making shells now, so I might as well add shotgun shells to my wall defense. But I want to do some experiments so that it's implemented properly and not just placed on the wall just because we need it or just because we have it. Okay, so we finished the concrete maker. So I picked up the rest of the concrete and it has finished decorating itself. So it is now done. Up next is we're working on the military production still. Okay, so I was finishing up making the new military area when I realized I needed a new place to put all my new ash and soot, so I made this. It's kind of like the same thing we had at the beginning, except it doesn't take a full thing of ash. I decided to make it much smaller, so it's much more compact. It used to be 2 of them. I'm trying to see if I can find where the original one is, but I can't do that right now. So, yeah, it used to be two of these like this, and then we'd have this ash coming in here. But this is made to consume both ash and soot. So, yeah, a smaller, more compact version. We'll be using this going forward. All the ores join up with this box with this iron oxide and coal dust, and it'll be sent back to the main base using that main line that we have. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and port this over, figure out a place to put it, and then finish working on magazines. Yeah, I think there's no point in making it far away, so I'll just place it right next to it like this. Or I could even place it pretty much right next to it like this. But if we give it more space, it's always better. So I'll put it right here, and then our ash and our soot can go in here for now. And then if we need our ash later on, we'll have our circuits at some point, so we could make prioritization a thing. So my concern was that if we make ash close to where the ash is being produced later on, ash will either have to flow backwards, which is also fine. Or we'd have to make 2 lines for ash because it has to get recycled. Either that, or I could put this ash all the way at the end of the line. I mean, that's also a possibility. I could put it like right here. I don't like putting it too near the water though, as I like my port. I like to have the ports ready. I'll just place it here for now. That way it can get consumed. If anything ever needs ash in the future, we'll rearrange the bus and the base based on that. Okay, so I've placed the new solid separator in here. I still need some more of the concrete since I decided to design it with concrete for some reason. But anyways, while messing around with the bus and the routing here, again, I wanted to bring out this because you might see this in the playthrough and you might be confused because I have ash going up, right? So the ash is going up. Oops. The ash is going up, but there's still ash coming out here. That's because this only allows ash to go up. It doesn't stop it from going the other places. So why don't I filter the other stuff in here? That's because there's more than 5 other things to filter for. So this will, redirect some of the ash to go up and down, but not all of it, unfortunately. But the ash that goes back to the base will be dealt with anyway. I guess this could be a preliminary cleanup to remove some ash if it's in the system. But anyways, we have the soot. We have a soot line up here, and it goes down, and the ash line goes down here as well. We actually have not connected the ash line up to its normal self, so let me go do that real quick. Oh, never mind, we did. The ash goes in here, and then it goes back down. Next up, before I plug in everything, again, I still need a ton more concrete, so I need to make a whole ton of concrete. I need to reverse the entire magazine line, and then figure out what to do with shotgun shells. So I think at the very least, let me spend my time to reverse the entire magazine line and figure out what I want to do with the shotgun shells later. Okay, so I have built the quencher. I have built up a ton of concrete, but the thing I need next to make is the evaporator, right? So if we type in evaporator, we can see here that I have everything I need except for tin plates. So I realize I haven't been producing tin plates yet, and I do a little Control F to find where all the tin plates are. As we can see, they are in the darkness, way in the darkness, still in the darkness, and last but not least, right over here, which is surrounded by enemy biters. So I think our best bet is this one that's way in the darkness up here. This northern gate we're going to have to take apart, putting another gate up here, or we can explore this whole area to see if it's an island or not. We'll have to move the northern gate further north to incorporate our tin ore. Yeah, that's going to be quite a journey up there. We haven't been getting attacked up there yet, which gives me hope that maybe it's an island and we've been defending against nothing this whole time, except for the fact that I see biters there. But yeah, that's where we are currently. I have finished everything here, my preparations. My magazines are ready to spread out throughout my defense fronts. But as it turns out, again, I have no tin ore, and I desperately need tin ore to maintain myself. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go up north past the Essos northern gate and see what is up here and see if it's possible for me to take that tin. Otherwise, this tin here is my only option. Okay, but before I go and venture and do some exploring, I want to go ahead and check off everything I've done so far. We've finished the T0 plates; they're all decorated and ready to go. Sulfur gunpowder are done, or I guess technically none of those are done. We can consider these all in progress. Oh, whoops. Same with automating shotgun shells. We can consider that in progress. Right now, we have our new goals. We have to explore north of the Essos Northern Gate, move the Essos Northern Gate. We'll figure that part out. And tier 010 plate. We need this again to do all this. So let's go ahead and go exploring. So here we go. We're approaching the Essos Northern Gate. The first thing I want to do is explore this area to the right here. Check out if it's an island. I see there's some biters in it, but again, let's do some exploring. Let's see what's out there. It seems I found a cool little biter island. Oh, and they're engaging them already, so let's go ahead and catch up. All the biters on this island should be wiped out. Okay, and then we're going to wrap around here. Seems like there's more biters over here, so let's go ahead and wipe these guys out. They are spitter spawners, so I think they're spawner biters. But we wiped them out pretty easily. Oh, I don't even see what's going on. There we go, nice and easy. More island-y over here. Let's see if it expands. Okay, it keeps expanding. Let's go a little bit further before we decide to turn back. Okay, yeah, I think this is a whole new continent over here. So let's just go up here, wipe these guys out. Yeah, it seems to be another continent, so there's no point in exploring it further. These are acidic spitters. Very nice. Yep, again, with 6 companion drones, we are laying waste pretty well. No need to get rid of them, or no need to upgrade to 8 yet. But yeah, let's go ahead and I guess we might as well finish clearing out this island. We have here more acidic biters, so nothing too dangerous. Okay, pretty much wiped out. Okay, let's go up here. Let's take out these red biters. I thought red was Leviathan biters, but they seem to be spawners instead. Oh, these are just biter spawners, not spawner biter spawners, so never mind. These are just have been normal. There's some more acidics over here. Okay, afterwards there's some people or some biters on the oil sand, so let's take care of them. More acidic biters. Okay, so unfortunately no tin up here, so we're gonna have to keep going up. We're gonna go explore up here next. Okay, oh, there appears to be another biter island over here. I guess there's not really any harm in letting them be, but oh, I mean, there we go. One of my companion drones has gone over there anyway already. It connects to another continent. So maybe it's not its own island. Maybe there's another continent up here. We can go ahead and check it out. I'll check it out just a little bit. It's the tail. Okay, nope, it's just its own island up here, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, I mean, we can make a defense point over here, but let's continue to go up and see what's up there. Well, we found our tin at the very least. Oh, and it looks like it's closing off. Maybe this is the top of an island. tin ore. Requires steam for mining. That's not bad. Pretty easy. Okay, there's no tin at the base, right? I feel like they should have spawned us with tin nearby. Okay, it's a very small, narrow area. Hopefully it tapers off into nothing. And it tapers off into a whole continent. Which is fine. What's over here? Something red? Geothermal water. Okay, I mean, at least this is really easy to defend. And the gate here, right on top of the nickel, should be relatively easy to defend as well. I guess we could just keep the nickel. It doesn't seem like we have nickel anywhere else. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Looks like we're gonna have to keep this nickel. So we could build the wall right here, and we can build another wall up here. And I believe this is where shotgun turrets could come in handy. For now, I'll build the standard wall just so we can have our tin though. And then we will, yeah, well, I'll build my standard wall here, up here, and up here. I'll call them Essos Northern Gate, Essos Northern Gate North, and Essos Northern Gate East. And then we'll go ahead and figure out shotguns later. But right now, again, I really need this tin ore, and I really need to bring it back to base. It's going to be a long belt back, but we really need it. Honestly, I'm really tempted to just disassemble Essos Northern Gate and putting it up here. Again, nothing is really getting attacked up there at all. I don't know why we get so many attacks here and here. But there's nothing attacking up here, so maybe I will just disassemble this wall and build the new one and hope it doesn't end up really poorly. Yeah, I think that's my plan. So I'm gonna have to say goodbye to the Essos Northern Gate. Thank you so much for serving me, but I will begin dismantling you now. I'll just take down this half for now. And then I think I have the blueprint for the walls here somewhere. Yep, it's up here. And it looks good to me, so yeah, I'll go ahead and just take this blueprint and I will, yeah, bring it up there. Okay, here we go. So I've built the wall, and we are currently seeing how it's going. I mean, everything looks good so far, and no problems. It's just not building the wall. Oh, it did. It did. The walls are completely built already. We do need to go ahead and pick up the stone. Honestly, I'm considering keeping the stone down as some kind of stone belt, some kind of memorial. It doesn't look ugly like the other one looks ugly, so I mean, let's take it out. I mean, look, I mean, it's just a giant strip. It's our old northern gate. We did get rid of the decorations here and here, but I think it just looked bad. This northern strip doesn't look bad at all, so I'll keep it up for now. I'll decide if I want to dismantle it later. So here we go. We are consuming up the rest of the northern gate, and yeah, we might as well delete it now. Thank you, Essos Northern Gate. You have done us a great service. To be honest, you didn't do much because there was nothing attacking you, but you did make me feel safer, so thank you very much for that. And my inventory is full, which means I need to go ahead and, oh, maybe we can pick up these two first. Okay, pick that up. Let's go ahead and build the wall, or finish building the wall so that my inventory stops complaining. Okay, here's my other gate. I've put it in the thinnest strip I could find, and it's kind of weird because this doesn't need to go all the way to the left, which almost makes me want to just put this a little bit higher so I don't have the wall sticking out there, which is actually exactly what I'm going to do. So, whoops, I'm going to change this 1 second. Okay, so I've moved it, and I think it's in a good proper location. Just cleared a couple more trees that are in front of it. And maybe we can, for the sake of decoration, extend these all the way to the left, or, you know, because the wall doesn't extend any further, we could just leave them too. I think that would also be perfectly fine. These lamps do not need to be here. And there we go. This is our wall. Oh, this has nothing to feed. I'm just trying to figure out how far I want the decorations to go to the left and the right. But for the time being, let's go ahead and give these turrets what I have for my inventory. 20 each should be enough. I realize that the turrets over here aren't going to be fed. So let me try to figure out if I could find a way to jerry rig it. Okay, well, for whatever reason, I decided to just fill it out anyway, because this reaches then kind of reaches, and then this doesn't really reach, but we're already at the end, so we might as well just extend it all the way over there. So this is what it looks like now. I do have to do some cleanup here, like this. Just fill these parts out. You're not feeding anything, so you can go. 1, 2, good. You're not feeding anything, so you can go. You're not feeding anything, so you can go. And everything else, I've just decided to push this guy forward a little bit because why not? You know, he's just going to be pushed up ahead a little bit. And now all we have to do is figure out how we are going to feed everything. I should run back to base and get more stone and gravel. This one needs about I'll just grab as much stone as I can. We have a lot of excess stone wall now. We actually also have a lot of concrete. And concrete is stronger than stone brick, so we might as well just fill it in like this. Or, you know, this could be a great waste of my concrete, my very limited concrete resource. But I've already committed to it, so I think future military bases will have all concrete, and that is what we're going to go with. Otherwise, I do have to return back to base to get more coal gravel, more concrete, and to belt or finish belting everything over here. Alright, so at this point I have completely belted and connected the electricity up to the new gates. So it's called Essos Southern Gate, so let me give these guys their new gate names. And there we go. Named my Essos Northern Gate East and my Essos Northern Gate North. They are much smaller. They could probably incorporate shotgun turrets, but again, for the time being, I just want my area secure again. So I want to get magazines up and going. Now that I've got the electricity connected and set, next up, I got to work on the tin ore. Actually, instead of working on tin ore next, I'm going to thank my patrons next. Once again, thank you, Ema, and thank you, John Boy.